Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and I will be your vitamin D. Welcome to the Gazillionaires Club, and today I want to share with you my thoughts on Andrew Tate. I think I did one or two video, but the more I listen to Andrew Tate, the more I love the guy, and he is a genius. He got a mind state of a champion, and a champion meaning that like he would never let anything down, or let himself down. He is mentally strong, and I think in our society today we need strong men. And I did a video regarding CoffeeZilla and Spencer Cornelia. They, at first that's how I learned about Andrew Tate. I did not know who Andrew Tate was at the time. And they were like, with the scam, his course was scammy and stuff like that. Well, Spencer, he did a video and he corrected, that video, and it's actually a legitimate course. And trust me, it's crazy, because when I heard it, I've shared with you my thoughts on online courses and how I spent, roughly over 10,000, and they're kind of all the same. They give you a topic, but behind these courses, it's pretty much like, motivation to get you out of your to wake you up from the matrix. But a lot of the courses that I bought, I don't agree with, with what they're doing.
Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money.
And the Spencer, he made another video and he corrected on what he said in the first video. But anyway, that's how I found out about Andrew Tate. And the more I listened to him, the more I'm like, wow, this guy, he's a genius. He's mentally strong. He got good people around him, and that is something very admirable. I've learned a few things from him. He was like, when you pick your boys, right, make sure he's not pussy, or deprived of pussy, money, or whatever. Because when you are lack of those things, chances are when there will come a time when you will sell out your people, meaning your group of circle. And with Pocket, the same thing. How I feel about Pac, and I've seen a lot of shit during his time, or just listening to his music, and the crazy part about the society that we're living in today, people like Andrew Tate, people like Donald Trump, people like Alex Jones, other than the Sandy Hook. I mean, he been right about 97% of the time. He can be a little bit extreme, but the thing is, I don't discount for the work that he did for humanity, or he's doing for humanity. And for them to put a fine that is close to $1 billion, I think it was 965. I mean, if Alex Jones is gonna be held accountable for the thing that he said, and he was sued by the family, and that's the fine that he has to pay, it gotta be across the board. Who is holding pharmaceutical companies accountable? Who is holding the mainstream accountable? Who is holding, people that allegedly accused other people of, you know, sexual misconduct. And what about celebrities? You know, during COVID, we saw a lot of people, from politicians to celebrities, telling us to do this, to do that, and then there are videos of them doing exactly the opposite. So who is holding them accountable? If we are going to have a justice system, it gotta be across the board. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It doesn't matter if you're the mafia. It doesn't matter if you are running a household, a company. There got to be a set of rules that we all have to abide by.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And with the society that we're living in today, I think Andrew Tate is actually an important voice, you know, not just him alone, but he has one of the strongest, like, you know, like he has the true masculine energy. And the guy made it, you know, he's a G, he's a top G. And and I find it hilarious, but he's like, if you listen, it's so crazy how they, you know, yes, I agree some of the stuff that he said on, you know, like in the past. I mean, it was just like regular conversation, you know, and then people chop up his, you know, his conversation, and they turn it into something really, really bad. But at least he broke the internet. And then when you start listening to the long format, like a podcast version, this guy is super smart. Like but you know, I've learned a lot from Andrew Tate. You know, just how to, you know, discipline up here. What, you know, and some of the things he said, because like, you know, like I've shared my journey with you throughout, you know, the past 3 years of my life, and like I'm at a place where I'm just kind of like traveling, you know, still building my personal brand, but eventually I'm building a company where I need good people. And there are a lot of tips on, you know, on the things that he said of how to find the right people, how to find the right company. But the main takeaway is, you know, what he's doing is he's waking people up from the matrix. And like, we have to understand the truth, and then after that, the self-transformation. Because a lot of us, you know, when we are not at where we are, we tend to look for excuses, and we blame this and that. You know, you can blame the matrix all you want, but if you're fat, if you're lazy, and if you're poor, you know, all you have to blame yourself for that. Okay, the system is working against you, but sitting there and, you know, keep blaming the system is not gonna do anything. You gotta change, my friend. And the first thing you gotta do is start working out. You gotta have a strong mind. And, you know, that is his message. He is trying to wake people up through a transformation process. Yes, he is sharing his truth, you know, and I think everyone should. Whether you are right or wrong, you should definitely share your truth, because, you know, his truth brought him success. Okay, whatever truth that you think is your truth, it should bring you success. Not blaming other people, not blaming this, not blaming that, but work on yourself. And I think he is carrying a very important message at a time like this, especially in America, where men are becoming women and women becoming men, and kids are confused about their gender. So that is my take on Andrew Tate. And that's where I got the, there's only one video that I did that I titled Top G, which is the one where Elon was selling burnt hair, and I was trying to do a shameless advertisement on the bipolar poet and Top G. And you know, what is the definition of Top G? Is a warrior. You know, you're not, you know, deprived of pussy, of money, of you are not selling your soul to the devil. You are speaking your truth, and you are waking people up. And he broke the internet. So that is what top G means to me. Okay. So my friend, that is all. I would love to hear your take on Andrew Tate, because I know there's a lot of not misinformation, but when it comes to like video editing, they can turn a bad person into a good person, and a good person into a bad person, unless I hear directly from that person, and hear it in the whole conversation, okay? Not just like a minute clip. That's how you really judge someone. You listen to their long formats, you look at their history, and you look at where they're going and what is behind their message. I love Tupac because of what he did. I love Eminem because of what he did. And Donald Trump, and Alex Jones, and now Andrew Tate. Everyone has their their flaws. Like I have my flaws, right? But the thing is, we learn as we go. Nobody is perfect, but the thing is, they have a message, and the message is actually more important. Instead of us focusing on what's wrong with them, we should look at ourselves and look what they are doing for humanity. Even with Elon Musk, I understand what he's doing, and the thing is, my friend, in our society today, good people are being condemned. People that are teaching kids, we have to go back to the old traditional way, like family, men are men, women are women. We all play a different part. And I think in America today, the messed up thing about everything that's going on, we can see that civilization is collapsing from inside out. And what I mean by that is like we are trying to change daytime or sunlight to, we are trying, I'm using the analogy here, the sun will always shine. But what we are trying to do is that we are trying to dim the sun, and then during night, naturally it's supposed to be dark, and we are trying to light it up.
Con, what you talking about, bro? What you talking about?
Which is crazy. We are doing the opposite of what nature, the universe, is doing. And the only word that I can describe everything is happening is the work of the devil. No human being will ever do this kind of stuff. For me, is despicable. And we have to go back to finding God, whether you are a Christian, a Catholic, a Buddhist, all of those religions are the foundation. It's kind of like the stepping stones for us to find enlightenment, to be a part of God, because every single one of us, there's a God in every single one of us, and you have to search for your God. And after that, transformation, and serve, purpose, values for humanity, because we are here to grow together, to help one another to grow together. So my friend, that is it for this video. Much love. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da!